if I'm doing it wrong, then please stop me.
Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with the Seattle Seahawks. No more training camp, no more exhibitions. The 2018 NFL season on EA Sports is underway. And on the return, here comes Adam Jones. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The first NFL carry here for the rookie Royce Freeman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Here we go now. Boom, landed.
Now a first down throw. Kelly. That is incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
And that's going to be incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Watch it now, Barney. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 3rd down, Kellen buying time to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Wilson, the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Here's the first NFL carry for Rashad Penny. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
One of the surprises of the first round, the Seattle Seahawks selected running back Rashad Penny out of San Diego State. Highly regarded, but most people thought he would go in the 2nd round.
But he did have an incredible senior year at San Diego State. Over 2,200 yards, 23 touchdowns.
He resembles Marshawn Lynch in build, but has the ability to take it the distance as well. Had 7 kick returns during his career at San Diego State for touchdowns.
17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a good.
And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Play action. It's Wilson. And he fends him. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so they can throw the football.
Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. From the shotgun, Wilson. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 41. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it's a 2nd down. They only got a yard out of that last completion. And that makes this 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. And the grab made by Doug Baldwin. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. First down, Seahawks. Wilson to Baldwin.
Come on, tempo.
Penny, a first down carry. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Bradley Roby, the quarterback, there to make the stop. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
On 3rd down, Wilson escaping the pressure right. He finds his man, Baldwin. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 2nd and goal, and Penny standing by himself in the backfield. Penny will try to punch it in, and he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
On 3rd and goal, Wilson dancing to his left, and he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Seahawks have taken a first quarter lead. Out to kick is Janikowski. Now Jones. Now and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible.
Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. Charles, when plays like that work, it's a thing to behold, but sometimes we see why they're very deep in the playbook.
And how many times have we been at practice and heard all the other guys chirping about, you know, I used to play quarterback in high school, I can do this, until it becomes a game situation. Not quite the same in many cases.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone. I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Seahawks on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. They'll try and run forward with Penny. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
These Broncos coming off 2 years of not making the playoffs after winning Super Bowl 50, and last year in Vance Joseph's first season, they went 5-11, had an 8-game losing streak. Now, look, the defense remained elite, but the quarterback carousel, the general lack of offensive production really led to a disappointing 2017.
And in order for them to reverse that,
after the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Kelly going to throw again. Flushed out right. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
when I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
Now Kelly on 3rd down. Steps away to his left. Open man, and that's his tight end, Jake Butt. And all the way down to the 39. A huge play there for Denver. 41 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that's the first NFL catch for Cortland Sutton. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here's Kelly. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down.
Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
A play fake. Now Kelly. Being chased out left. He may try and run for this. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and a first.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. Broncos with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he'll find Sutton on the right side complete. For Cortland Sutton, a special moment. Touchdown number 1 in his NFL career. As they are now on the board here in the first half. So we just witnessed touchdown number 1.
Yeah, this is one that you don't spike, right? This is one you don't throw to your teammate and let them celebrate. This is one you keep for yourself, take it over to the equipment staff and have them mark it up, put it away, and then you get it later on. And as you said, mount it in your trophy case. Fantastic. Hopefully the first of many.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Well, these Seahawks heading out here on offense. Let's talk about last year. One to forget, Charles, in the Pacific Northwest. 7-9. A seat on the couch in January for these players. And that broke a streak of 5 straight seasons of double-digit victories and a playoff berth.
And I think they lost their identity a little bit along the way. On offense, they've always been a run-first team, establish a line of scrimmage, and bludgeon people. They didn't have that at all. Their offense ran through Russell Wilson, and he was magical, led the league in touchdown passes, but they are at their best when they're able to run the ball first and take control. On defense, age caught up with them. The Legion of Boom, no longer the same, and many of those guys will not be with the team in 2018. They will be starting over, but they have a smile on their face. I think this is a challenge that their head coach Pete Carroll relishes, and they look forward to being the underdog in the NFC West.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
And he'll find some space up to about the 25. Play action, it's Kelly. And Sutton hauls it in over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 30 yards there.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that and have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory. Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now, a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Now Kelly. Kelly stripped. The ball is free.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. They go play action here on first down. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Now Wilson down around his goal line. And the tight end Dixon left side. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. The Seahawks on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Now it's Wilson eluding the throw across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And the field position doesn't get much better than this. They'll have it first and goal at the 8-yard line. A minute 58 to go in this first half of play. Back to Denver right after this. Kelly to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Jaron Reed. Able to swap it from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. To throw is Kelly. Going to throw on 3rd and goal. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
They had it 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep route, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
And out now come the Seahawks. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They go play action with Wilson. He's got a man complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. 23 yards on the play. First down now, but that clock rolling. Now Wilson on first down. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. But we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. This offense trots back out there now, and as they do, Charles, one thing to point out that we saw a second ago are some of the new rules in the NFL this year regarding kickoffs.
Yeah, nowadays, the kickoff team, no more running starts. Remember that when you got to circle a guy around, and here he goes? No more. You have to start, close to the ball. And when it's kicked, then you get to take off and go, so you can't build up your speed that way. Also, when you're returning it, remember those wedges that we used to say where guys would form together, 2 or 3 guys? No more of those. So it'd be a lot more man-on-man, one-on-one blocking. And also, they have rules about where people have to be when the ball's kicked, where they have to be.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
19.
On first down, Wilson. He's going to air this out for Baldwin. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The intended target, Doug Baldwin. And that'll bring up second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Forced out to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. This will be taken in at the 1. They find some open field here. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20. That is touchdown number 1 of the NFL career of former Aztec Rashad Penny, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And people still trying to get back to their seats from the concession stand here at the start of the third quarter, and boom, we got points on the board.
And you just identified why the bulk of stadiums have increased presence in the concession areas, right? TVs, loudspeakers, so people can still follow the game. And right now, they're bummed out that they missed that big return to start this half.
No. Check. Patriot. Leopard.
Third quarter starts with a run by Freeman. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. And Justin Coleman brings him down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Detroit!
On second down, Freeman. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Sutton reeling it in on the left side. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Detroit! Lucky 56! Lucky 56!
On first and 10, Kelly. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Kelly now. Off play action. Kelly stripped. The ball is free. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. And the trick play doesn't work. Good reaction there defensively, and it'll be fourth down. The dive unsuccessful. The big fella can't pick it up.
I feel like you and I could be in our backyard with our dads right now. What did they always say when they were throwing us the ball? Look it all the way in. Make sure you secure it. That had the feeling of not happening there on that play, that he didn't have full control of the ball.
When that punt's coming in, I've never returned punts, but I would imagine it's tough to monitor those guys coming full steam ahead at you.
It really is. You try and get that peek to know where they are about whether you should fair catch it or not. But sometimes you just have to have a sense, a feeling, and just have to make sure, number one, though, you catch the ball and put it away.
And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. That second down run, a big help as 7 yards leaves them with just a 3rd and 3 now. Out of the gun, it's Kelly. He goes underneath to Freeman. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. They'll run here with Freeman. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Partner, when it's a goal-to-go situation, if you're on the field on defense, you have to know that you may be called on to make a tackle at any time. Here, the cornerback does exactly that. Plays the run really well and makes a big play.
His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Here's Kelly off the bootleg, sliding out of the... And this is going to be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. 2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. And he comes back with one complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. A handoff to Penny. Trucks through it.
Oh, man, right through it.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And they'll run it again with Penny. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
12 yards there as they move the chains. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 42-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson escaping the pressure right. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Wilson, now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. And his pass, incomplete. He was trying to hit his big receiver, Brandon Marshall, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. 2nd and 10 now, Wilson. Buying time to his left. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. It's picked up by the Broncos. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And at this stage in the game, sure, you wanted the touchdown. You're already in the red zone, but, boy, you squandered a chance to at least get the field goal there, so no points out of this, and we stay tied.
Very disappointed team. No one more disappointed than the kicker who thought he had a chance to be the hero of the day. All they had to do was trot him out on the field. They didn't even give him an opportunity.
And they'll get him down up past the 15. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big 1st down to get away from the end zone. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and now it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Dancing to his left. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ball game, and he's got a 1st down. Now a first down throw. Kelly finds Jake Butt over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another first down as well. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
A play fake. Now Kelly on the move to his left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
But there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, Kelly. And he will find his man for the first time, Demaryius Thomas. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Play action, it's Kelly. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Complete out right to Jake Butt. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. The Broncos on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, Kelly. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. And McManus able to put it through. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Well, some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll make it 2nd down. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line. Von Miller in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He finds his man, Baldwin. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down. Spectacular catch turns into a first down.
First down saves him from a 3-and-out. And he hits on the slant route to Marshall. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. On 2nd down, Wilson. Incomplete.
See, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. A A first carry for the converted wideout, J.D. McKissick. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 45-yard line. Right back to him on first down. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. Baldwin with it over the middle. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener, and it's a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now it's Wilson. It's caught. Lockett. And he'll go down at the 28. A gain of 6 there on first.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Brandon Marshall in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Wilson. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Wilson going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 6 of 7 now on this drive. He'll look to throw. This complete to Lockett. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A gain of 6 there on first.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Back to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Wilson to Lockett there for the Seahawk first down.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Back to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. So the Broncos coming out now. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution.
Watch it now, Birdie! Leopard! Gone!
He's back to throw. Over the middle, he's got Deshaun Hamilton. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. He's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
It makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Broncos on third down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 4. Kelly. This is caught at the 8. And now here comes their final timeout, as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Out of the gun, it's Kelly. That's the first NFL touchdown of the career of Royce Freeman. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10. One last shot for Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over.
Select the team you want to join. Start your season with recommended settings. If you wish to change roles or adjust options, use the tiles on the right.